To get started on editing your nav bars with the new functionality, I'm going to show you how to do this on one of our theme sites. So in order to access this functionality, you would just go into game day and then into a specific season, and you'll see the Navbars tab for that season. Now, this is dependent on it being new seasons. So you'll only want to use this as you are updating a new season. So for example, moving forward, once the PrestoSports staff has made the 21-22 seasons available, you can actually go in and into this Navbars tab and age or edit your season links. So the navbar dropdown would refer to this navigation in your global navigation. And then the navbar secondary actually refers to the navigation on the sport page itself. So you will now be able to edit both of those navbars through this game day functionality. Now, some of you may not actually have the navbar dropdown file if your site is not set up that way. It also is dependent on these files being named in our standard naming convention. So the files within your sport folder must be named navbar-dropdown and navbar-secondary. That's how the system will be able to identify that those files exist. Okay, so let's hop over here and take a look at this functionality. So the edit button is really just a shortcut into the existing website functionality. It will allow you to make edits as needed to this. If you needed to add new links or remove old ones, then you would easily be able to access that through the edit button. It's the same way for the navbar secondary edit button. And this is a great example here of, this is a type of link that the age season links that I will show you shortly will not be able to cover. There's no season link or no season association in this link. So there's no way for the system to actually age this link. So if you needed to make a change here to a link like this, then you would just come in and use the edit button and be able to make those changes. So now let's take a look at this age season links. Okay, what this is showing me here is the links that follow our standard system-driven path, which is typically schedule, roster, news, stats, those type of links, and they show the previous season. So in this case, my current unofficial season, the actual previous season it's linked to is this 2012-13-0. For most of you, when you go into the 21-22 season, this is going to show your links from the 2020-2021 season. So I can see these are the 3 links that are going to be aged. Let's take a look at those on the front end of the site. So right now, if I click on schedule, you can see it's taking me to this previous season schedule. So I'm ready to roll my season over to the current season. So I'm going to click age. It's going to confirm with me that I'm ready to publish these. Now, if you have enabled the functionality for hide roster or hide schedule, those pages will remain hidden, but the links will become active. So when a user accesses your link, they will see that notice that the page has not been published yet, but they will be able to click to that link. If you didn't want to age one of those, let's say you're not ready to post your roster yet for the new season and you want your old season to remain, you could just deselect it here and then click confirm. In this case, I'll confirm, and it says my navbar dropdown links were aged successfully. And you can see if I click here, I no longer have any links to update. That's because now all of the links that I have are pointing to the current season. So now if I come back over here, and if I go home and refresh the site, Now I'm going to go to the volleyball schedule, and you can see it now points me to the new season. So I could do the same thing on my Navbar secondary. And let's say I don't want to do the roster on the Navbar secondary. So now I'm going to click age and confirm. I'll refresh. You can see my schedule again is the new season, but my roster has remained from the previous season because I deselected that option. So you will be able to do this for all of the network sports that you have access to.